哥们，炒币最重要的问题就是 when to sell。你所有的利润都来自于卖出，而不是卖入。95%的男人炒币亏钱，因为他们不知道什么时候该卖。这个视频会教你我总结的7个顶信号 ，7 top signals， 告诉我们什么时候市场过热，什么时候该卖。这些顶信号在2021年的顶点都特别有效。第一 ，Coinbase 下载量。那么美国韭菜都会用 Coinbase APP 买币，所以牛市的时候，很多美国人会下载 Coinbase APP。那么通常，当 Coinbase APP在 App Store 下载量进入前20的时候，那就是顶点。在2021年的时候 ，Coinbase 进入前20排名在 App Store 里面，然后过几周就是熊市了，价格就狂跌了。And you can follow this Twitter account which tracks Coinbase's app ranking. And as you can see, Coinbase reached a high of 44 on the App Store in early March. That coincided with the Bitcoin local top at 72K before it fell down. Coinbase spent around 6 days in the top 100 ranked apps on the App Store, and that was 短期顶点, okay? That was the local top. So that was a very good indicator. 那么现在 Coinbase is ranked 300 and something, so不用担心了。对了，这个视频的所有的顶信号，我自己一直在观察。那么等他们过热的时候，我会在好给力交易中 VIP 圈通知。如果你还没有加入的话，你在干嘛？哥们，赶紧加入，用下面的 BitGet 优惠注册链接注册一下，然后入金只需要666刀，你就可以进入好给力交易中 VIP 圈。里面见。第二个 Deribit 期货溢价，那么这个信号有点高智商，哥们，所以美国朋友可以先走，英国和中国朋友请留下，看看 Deribit 上最远期的合约溢价。
So the furthest out expiry is the 28th of March 2025. And we can see the premium here, the percentage premium, is just over 8%, 10% annualized. That means that the market expects Bitcoin to be trading about 10% higher in March next year. So in about 10 months, Bitcoin should go up about 10%. That's what the market is pricing in.
那么10%的溢价没啥问题，正常。但是如果这个溢价是 over 15% or closer to 18, 19%, this is a yellow flag. 小心一点。如果它超过25%的话，如果市场认为比特币1年之后会涨25%的话，那就有点过热了。期望已经很高，市场过热，一到顶，赶紧买掉。第三 ，Aave 存款利率 ，the lending markets。如果你今天把你的美元存入 DeFi 借货市场，你今天可以得到6%的利率。当市场火热的时候，借款需求增加，人们想要更多的杠杆做多，因此最近 72K 那个小顶点的时候，利率达到了15%。And in the 2021 bull market, it reached over 20%.
那么 if the interest rate on lending your USDT and USDC is 15%, that's a risk-free 15% you can get by just putting your stablecoins in these lending markets. That's a yellow flag.
市场有点过热了。
And if it's 25%, that's a red flag.
市场过热了，一到顶了，赶紧买掉。第四个 The Mayor Multiple， 这是一个经典的比特币指标。
It measures how expensive Bitcoin is relative to Bitcoin's historic price action. When it's above this green line, above 2.2, that's 过热, that's the 顶点. And as you can see, in 2017, it predicted the top. And in 2021, the first top was also above this green line before the correction. So it has some predictive power. I will leave the links to all of these indicators so you can check them yourself in the info box below. Leave a like, 哥们, by the way. 点一个赞，关一个注，评一个论，评一个论，评一个。
第五个，美国 M2 supply 同比变化。This is the most important指标东西 in the whole video, in the whole world, 哥们，这个是最重要的，听听。最有钱的投资家会根据货币供给变化来衡量回报率。如果美元供给增加10%，你的美元投资组合的价值必须增加10%才能跟上。
Do you understand, 哥们? If the supply of dollars increases by 100% this year, your portfolio in dollar terms must increase by 100% in order just to keep up.
美国的 M2 供给真的特别重要，所以关键是美国 M2 供给到底在增加还是减少 ？Well, 哥们 ，in 2022，美国 M2 供给开始减少，结果呢，股市有熊市，币圈狂跌。Everything went down in value because the supply of dollars M2 went down. 但当 M2 停止下降并开始上升，股市和比特币都开始走牛。
And that was the bottom of the market, the bottom of Bitcoin at like 15K in late 2022.
那么 M2 数据由美联储每月发布
And in 2021, when the Fed first released the data that showed they were contracting the money supply, 10 days later,
10前后，比特币就开始走熊市，就开始狂跌。
So you had 10 days to react to this data to sell because that was the start of the bear market.
M2 如此重要。第6个 funding rates 资金费率，大部分的炒币男最关注这个资金费率显示交易者支付的杠杆成本。如果资金费率是0.1%的话，多头每8个小时支付这个费用，所以每周是2.1%。那么如果你的持仓是10万美元，你每周支付$2000多的资金费用，年化是 110%。
Now this is obviously unsustainable because if you hold this position for a whole year, you'll have to pay $110,000 to hold a position with a value of $100,000. Your funding rate is too expensive to hold for a long period of time. And that is why levered traders will close their longs when the funding gets too expensive and when the price stops going up. When you close a long, that's a market sell, that deleveraging, and the price falls. And as you can see in 2021, funding rates were much higher. And in the recent Ding Dian in the local top in March, funding rates were also elevated. So the common perception is when funding rates get too expensive and they go up, that is a Ding Dian. That's a local top because those traders will eventually have to close their positions and cause the price to go down. Now, while this is true, Athena have changed the game for funding rates because Athena now account for 20% of the open interest in Bitcoin and Ethereum, 12% of the open interest in Ethereum, 8% of Bitcoin, and that's growing all the time. Now, what is Athena? Athena is a new project and they are the cash and carry trade, the basis trade. So they are shorting the 合约, shorting the perpetual contract on centralized exchanges and holding spot. So they're delta neutral, but they are short interest, okay? Which means they are artificially suppressing, reducing the funding rates on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And they can't be short squeezed, okay? They will never be liquidated. So you have a situation where if you look at funding rates today, they look low. It looks like not many people are long, but actually 20% of that is Athena's short interest.
那么像甩币的话 funding rates 还是特别重要 very good signal, okay? But with Bitcoin and Ethereum, the signal is not good because Athena is artificially suppressing the funding rates. 这个可能有点高级
I've talked more about it in my VIP trend. If you want to learn more about Athena and funding rates, you can ask me questions in the VIP trend.
第7个好给力的播放量。哥们，你看看我炒币视频的流量和我男人生活视频没办法比，真的好可怜，哥们。But this is because 现在还不是牛市，当牛市真的来了，我的播放量会上天。看看这个图，哥们。
This is Google searches for buy crypto.
As you can see, 2021年顶点的时候，很多人搜 buy crypto，然后最近的小顶点 buy crypto 的 Google search 也起来了。所以当更多人在搜 buy crypto，当给了一个炒币视频播放量超过1万一个视频，一到顶了，赶紧卖掉。
And you're selling something that you know has no value.
We are selling to willing buyers at the current fair market price, so that we may survive.